Hello. It's a weird, for me even, a very, very strange story. Um, I don't know what to make of it. I call it the purple people eater or the purple goblin. It's just strange. I'm not saying it's anything paranormal. I just don't understand my behavior, and I don't understand. Quite frankly, I saw this 2 days ago on my feed on Facebook, and I forgot all about this. This happened 4 years ago, roughly, with me. And at the time, I was kind of a little bit rattled for 2 or 3 days, 3 days. And I posted some things on my Facebook about it. And a few people thought it was weird, and a few people didn't. And I didn't know what to make of it. I thought it was kind of made me look like a bit of a nut, maybe, when you get all my ghost stories and everything. And then I post this, which really looks like it could have a very obvious explanation. Very obvious explanation. I agree. And but I gotta tell you, the feeling I had when I saw this was really not natural. And I'll get to my experience, but first, this is what I saw on my Facebook feed, this video, about 2 or 3 days ago. And here's the video. And it's strange, all right? But here it is. All right, so most of the commenters on this kind of poke fun at the guy. There's no explanation from him as to what this is. Some people take him serious and think it's something spooky or unnatural, but most people don't. And if it weren't for my own experience, I would just think this is just a super weird video this guy made. And he posted this 2 or 3 days ago. And then I remembered what I encountered 4 years ago at the time of making of this video. I think it was August it was 4 years ago, almost to this month, I think. But at any rate, I didn't take videos of it, but I took pictures of it. The day that this happened. Here's the pictures. Those are my pictures. And at the time, I was going out a lot in the state lands. These are state lands. There are no houses around here. This is on a very remote road. There's no houses or campers. No people around here, really, where this was. And that's why I go out there to look for apple wood and wood for what I do. You know, I cook out all the time in the summer and spring and part of the fall. And I'd been out to this spot here quite a bit off and on. And I never saw this before, and I would have seen it because I'm in this little area here at the time, off and on quite a bit. And I saw this purple thing, and I don't know why, but it instantly filled me with apprehension. I did not think it was something natural. I felt there was like an entity of some sort attached to it. Not necessarily a ghost. I didn't know what to think, but something unnatural about it. And that's what this strange video this guy posted 3 days ago. It looks quite a bit like this, doesn't it? And I could not shake it. And I tried really hard to shake the feelings I had out there looking at this. It really kind of unnerved me, honestly. And I thought it was unnatural that I would feel this way because I'm in the woods a lot. And in the woods at nighttime by myself. I don't really get shaken up too easily by things in the woods. To include even spirits every once in a while when I encounter them. That's a little unnerving, but this was different. And I took pictures of it and I left. And so I'll read what I said on these pictures that I posted, so it's current what I was thinking. And I went back the next day. Okay, I posted this the day I saw this, whatever it is, on June 22nd, 2021. I wrote on my Facebook post with this picture, saw this purple light on Salt Road in woods. It looked this way to the eye, so it's not a camera glitch. Going back tomorrow to have another look. No idea what it is. And I posted that and this picture the day that this occurred. The next day, June 23rd, 2021, I went out there and it wasn't there. So I posted, the mystery of the purple anomaly deepens. Well, I walked out there today and looked around and there was no purple anything out there today. So I don't know what that was yesterday or where it went. Could be a natural explanation for it. I was thinking it's a deflated party balloon or an alien's cloak. But if it was a deflated party balloon, where did it go? In the pic, it is under some brush. So where did it go? I didn't see it anywhere. And I walked right up to where it was and looked all around today. No trace. I thought about it and I really felt bad that I had acted so afraid for some weird reason. It didn't seem like I should be afraid of something purple in the woods. And I thought maybe it's a cellophane like party balloon that just, lost its steam and drifted down and got tangled up in the brush there. That was the best explanation. Or some kind of a bug trap, and it was purple to attract, some kind of beetles. But I didn't think it was. So I went out there the next day, and the day I took these pictures was the day one. I went out there the next day, bright and early, determined to figure out what this was, bright and early. And when I took those pictures the day before of this thing, it was getting towards the evening. It wasn't early in the day, and there were no people around at all. And I went out there early the next day, and this thing was gone. It wasn't there. And I went right up to the site, looking at the pictures, where it was. You could tell where it was by the tree with the marking on it, and all that. And there was no trace of it anywhere. I walked all over that area. And it would have showed being purple. It was completely gone. So, what was it? I mean, it looks like it was kind of tangled up in things or behind the brush. And I don't know. I'm just saying, I just can't explain my feelings of apprehension and somewhat dread. I felt a really high degree of apprehension when I looked at it. Not like the guy in the video where I was huffing and puffing. This guy sounds terrified. Terrified, unless he's faking it. I wasn't terrified like this guy, but I definitely was feeling a deep sense of apprehension. And for what, a cellophane party balloon? I mean, I don't blame anybody who laugh at me for this, because that's what I thought. It looks, if anything, I couldn't say it looked like a cellophane party balloon, but if anything, I would say that's what it was, for a natural explanation of it. But I don't believe it was, and I would have seen it the next day. I went right out there in the morning, and it was completely gone. There was nowhere around there, which kind of deepened the mystery, because if it was a balloon that ran out of steam, a hydrogen or whatever balloon, whatever, a gas balloon had run out of steam and drifted down and got tangled up, it would have still been there. I don't know. I hope this doesn't discredit me, because this is a pretty wild story. And at the time, I just tried to forget about it, because I was kind of embarrassed that I felt the way I did about it for about 2 days, until I went out. Day one, I was out there hiking around, looking for things, and there it is. And I'd been out there, like I said before, quite a bit that year. That was kind of my area that I was going to. Other times I go to different places and I cut wood, and just for my little backyard camp out, cookout. And I would have seen this, and I went out there that day, and I really was felt an unnatural amount of apprehension, which I just could not rationally explain why I felt that way. That's the biggest mystery, why my reaction to it. And then I saw this guy's video, and you got to admit, they look quite a bit the same. And his reaction to it, strange. I mean, I felt a really deep sense of apprehension. And I'm not a stranger to the woods, as you may guess. My whole life I've been out in the woods, alone, a lot. Seen a lot of strange things. 99% of it can be explained. I don't go out looking for weird things. I don't. I'm usually looking for firewood, or I'm just hiking around to get some pictures, get some exercise, maybe pray, or all three. Really all three. And I go out cutting firewood. It's really just a hobby, to get some exercise and be with nature and God. And I don't generally react like that. So it's very strange. My feelings that I got from it were the things that were strange for me. I can't explain why looking at that filled me with such apprehension and a little bit of dread. All right, I'm just going to float this idea, maybe, what if idea. I'm not saying I believe it, just a little bit of free thought. Maybe it had a spiritual attachment to it. If, let's say it was a cellophane balloon or something, and I don't know that it was. I don't know what it was. But, it wouldn't be the first time people send these helium balloons up during a funeral send off for somebody, Maybe there was a spiritual attachment to that balloon of some sort. I'm just trying to figure out my reaction to it, which was akin to the reaction of the guy in the video, which is strange in itself. And then I saw this video, like I'm repeating myself. So I can't figure that one out at all. It's probably one of my, if not my weirdest story on here yet. Weird in that you could laugh at it. Wouldn't blame you, honestly. You'd be like, so I want to post it anyway, because I know the event to me was kind of something in ways I just explained. And if this guy who posted this video a couple days ago, who saw pretty much looked like the same thing, if he's being sincere in this with his fear, I wish I knew more about it. Maybe I'll try to contact him. I'll try to contact him and share my story. And if I get anything back from him, I'll post it on here. So that's all. Strange story. Take care. God bless.